GoPro battery died. I don't know how long I've been recording for. Not trying to make this a super long video, but just kind of enjoying, you know, my beer, the nice day, the day off. Alright, so once you get it all put back together like that, you usually just squeeze it together so it stays. Line it up, drop it in, you push it down, it'll separate. Put my finger down and just turn it a little bit, make sure everything's gravy. Alright, now that that's good, I'm going with Factory Team. This is the majority of what my local Hobbytown USA in Virginia Beach sells. So I get that. I'll just go ahead and buy this. So I'll take it. Squeeze some in there. This is kind of like a guessing game to a point. I'll throw some in. Try to go slow, minimize bubbles. Stuff's so sticky sometimes. Yeah, it'll be alright. I'll just fix it. I'll put it in there. So the thicker you go, I noticed, because a lot of people talk about bubbles. Thicker you go, harder it is to not have bubbles, right? So, sorry, yeah, well, changing my battery out, I cleaned up all the old paper towels, stuff like that. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Another thing too, like I said, sorry about the background noise. When I am off work and I am working on these cars, I don't like really being separated from my family. Spending enough time away from them as it is. So I like working on my cars right here. Family would be sitting on the couch or in there right now. They're taking a look at all my son's Pokemon cards. It's ridiculous how many he's got. Yeah. What do you got, Jace? Yo, those are my coins from when I was like 11 years old.
I remember those.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're checking out Pokemon cards. But you know, like I said, I'll put it in there and let it settle. Bubbles, I don't know. The super thick fluid, super crazy on getting bubbles out, and there's not that many bubbles in there. I don't think it would cause a problem. I mean, when I first started changing out diff oil in the 6S Kraton, I didn't watch that many videos. I just bought the stuff and did it, right? And I know there was tons of bubbles in that thing when I closed it up. But so far, I haven't seen any kind of like adverse effects from it. Not saying that there won't be, but as of now, there isn't. Oh, and if you don't know, yes, my wheel's off. It's up under here for right now. Try to support that arm while I got the shock up. I don't want to just, this one's sagging and just taking all the impact as of right now. Alright, so we're going to let this sit. Let this diff oil settle. Soak into those gears for a few minutes. Hey babe, where'd that package come, the mail? So, here it is. All leveled out. If you can see it good. Oh, sorry. See it pretty good. It's all leveled out. Gasket. Ooh, look at that. About to mess up. I'm not going to clean that off. I'm not going to worry about it. Should be good. And it'll help stick. So just be very careful with these. You don't want to rip your gasket as you're putting it together. You do all that work to rip a gasket, more than likely all your fluid's going to leak out because the gasket, if it rips, what I realized when I first changed the diff fluid on that, I pulled it apart, the gaskets were already ripped. I was like, you know what? Screw it, put it back together. Wrong. All right. So you're gonna line all those up, push it together, real nice. And put the screws in. Seems like I got pretty much the exact right amount of diff fluid put in here. You know when you overfill it because it'll come out the screw holes and stuff like that. But yeah, looks like I got the perfect amount. I mean, I have done the diff fluid change on the 6S twice each, and then did the 20 mil in the center of this one, which wasn't too bad. 2.5 mil. But yeah, so get this put back together like so. These screws, can't tell you enough about these tools, man. These things have the grips, little, whatever they call it, the grip on it built into it. Super lightweight. Doesn't. It's almost like I'm not holding anything in my hand, basically. That's what it feels like. Don't have to squeeze hard to have grip. And this little back part turns, it twists, so when you get it going in the back, I usually put my pinky around it, and I can just rotate my hand easily. And a little back cap or whatever it is just spins right there. It makes it easy. Alright, so get these screws back on. Get them nice and tight. Clean up any fluid that did come out, because a little bit did, but I think it was the old stuff. It looked like the old stuff, right? Definitely wasn't clean, good looking stuff. Get all this muck off this bearing. The bearing still spins and feels smooth, so I'm not too worried about. That's why I'm not too worried about taking it apart completely. We did run these at the local park the other day. Super wet, super nasty. So that could be a huge contributing factor to why all this is here. And yes, these trucks were absolutely disgusting after we ran them at that park. Like I said, as wet as it was, absolutely disgusting. But you look at it, it looks pretty much brand new. You look at them, you guys see it down there on the wheel of the X-Max. Got some, still get a little bit that I didn't get off, but not too worried about it. Other than that, they're clean. They're clean and they look good. Alright, so 500K. Man, when you put 500K in a small one, it feels thick. When you put it in these big ones, it doesn't feel, it's weird, crazy, but hey, it's a learning curve, right? If you're getting into it, that's what this is all about. That's why I'm kind of taking the time with these videos, drinking my beer. I'm doing a little bit of work, and hopefully making a video that you will enjoy to watch, an informative one at that. Because when I started up, man, I felt so lost. But like I said, small world with this hobby. It's insane. First time we went out to the woods at our local BMX track where we run. I met a group of guys out there. We have a Facebook group or like a messenger chat that we always in. It's called Hobby Time or RC nerds. Yeah, buddy.
Can we go to the woods?
I don't know. I'm doing this, and then once I get done with this, I'm gonna have to cook some food. But if when I get done with this and they want to go, then we'll go.
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
Then we'll go.
After you're done with this?
After I'm done with this, though, okay? I'm almost done, though, all right?
How many parts?
That's it. So I just pop that back in.
You're done?
Gotta put that cover on, put some grease on there, put the cover on, put the shock back on, and I'll be done.
Why do you have to put grease on it?
Well, because you gotta grease it. You wanna say hey? Would you mohawk? Alright, so took my son out yesterday for the first time. He took his bike out to the BMX track and had a blast, like I said earlier. But anyhow, yeah, first time I went out to the woods, ran into a group of guys, huge group of guys. We can meet out there at least once a week, run our cars, jump them, break them. Great group. You know, we break parts. Most of us take spare parts out there with us. So if somebody else breaks a part and we have it that will fit, we really don't hesitate to, you know, give them the part. Because we don't want, you know, them to have to go home or just sit around watching us run. So yeah, with this grease, like I said, it's really good grease. Didn't cost a lot. High temperatures, high speed bearings, irregular maintenance, right? So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I ever do the maintenance in these vehicles like I should. When I saw that irregular maintenance thing, I was like, oh, that's perfect, because I don't always have the amount of time I need to do what I'm doing right now. All right, we got lucky with a day off of work today. We hit our flight quota hours, so it's good to go. So taking advantage of it today. But yeah, this stuff, been putting it in everything that I take apart. It's perfect. Works out really well. A little green. But yeah, so get the grease put in there. That should be enough. Probably more than enough. But hey, can't imagine too much is a bad thing. Slide your cover back on, like so. I put this big screw in first, where we took it apart. Ooh. There we go. So you gotta push it a little hard, get it down in there. It is beveled right there. I see that now. So push it a little hard. Stand up while I screw this guy in. Today it is 70 degrees outside. Shorts and my Crocs are on. Most of them wearing boots and blue jeans. I said I am from Alabama, good old country boy. But yeah, so that's about it, right? So take the shocks off. That way you have take the shock off right there when you go to take this out. Take these 5 screws out. Just makes it easier. When you put that diff in, don't forget to put that shim back on the gear side. And try your best not to bend it up. Kraton 6S. Those gears are pretty bent. But whatever. You know what I mean? That's my basher. Beat the heck out of it. M2C. Alright, once again, sorry. Got cut off. The memory card got full of my thing. This might be a pretty long video. Just me wrenching and talking. Hopefully it's not too boring for you. Hopefully I can actually record it all in one go. If not, I'll try my best to edit to a point to where you don't really miss out on anything important. But we will see. So yeah, throw these last few screws in and should be good to go. You got this screw. This screw.
You had staghorn algae. Yeah, that is not what I had.
So that's on. Basically done. Throw this in.
You only have the ones that oh no, they're all over here.
Yeah, they're all.
That's a dude. So like they're introducing all the people that you're going to be going against.
Screw these screws back in. They're over there talking about the fish tank. I got a 125-gallon fish tank. Been doing those for about 10 years or so now too. So yeah, so we get this screwed in. Should be good to go. I don't know when I'm gonna run it again, but oh, my nut fell out. I was thinking that was just spinning and not doing anything. So I'll have to find that nut right quick. No big deal. If not, bought a whole pack. One thing I've ran into with this truck, the only issue I've actually had, because I haven't broken anything on it, these little 4mm nuts, lock nuts, that they put on the hinge pins, and back here on the lower control arms, back here, right here. I've lost a few of them. I lost this one, and I've lost this one, and replaced it. But it's just weird. Like I said, I didn't really go over this thing like I should have. I think that's going to be a common practice for me now. But yeah, so I'm going to find that nut. Get that thrown in. This thing will be good to go. Get my wheel put back on the Kraton 6S. It'll be good to go. But I definitely appreciate y'all if you stuck around this long. Oh. And I'll get that shock put back on. No big deal on that. But yeah, definitely, if you've stuck around this long, watch the whole video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed some of the sidebars, military term, that has been going on. That's my dog Diesel. Right there, golden retriever. Come here, boy. Yeah, you good boy. Beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. All right, down. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe. Like I said, new to the whole YouTube thing, new to the RC thing. We'll get better at both. But yeah, so if you like it, please subscribe and have a great day. Thanks.